pretty much perfect working temperature for them. There's a bit less adventure in the tyre selection now, with most riders going on mediums this time.
That's the recommended work of Dunlop, isn't it?
Indeed.
Right, all eyes though on Hafiz Sharin. Sorry for that. So Hafiz, he's a really engaging man, and the team are putting money in the Ducati, but the Ducati is an awkward beast to tame. Nakarin on pole position, Honda Asia Dream Racing with the Stamo. Andy Farid Izdahar, his teammate. There's 3 good riders from that team in this grid. Hafiz Sharin Abdullah from JDT Racing on the Ducati Panigale V4R.
SDG's Cooney on row 2, and Aslan Shah, yesterday's race winner from TKKR. Him, Marcus Reiterberger, the defending champion, outside of him.
P7, Zach Wanzadi, a former champion, the 3rd member of that Honda Asia Dream Racing with the Stamo team. Next to him, Soichiro Minamoto, the 600cc champion from last year, stepping up into the good Yamaha Technic Garage. He's in P8, bike number 22. And Pasovic from Esteno SI Racing with Thai Honda, bike number 52, P9.
Got Yamaha's Kazma Daniel, Kazmayuddin in P10, P11 Laklanikis, P12 Sama Murray, and Teo Joe beats the grid in P13.
Indian Oil executives in shot there with Ron Hogg from Two Wheels Motor Racing. Indian Oil are the new partner for fuel, official fuel partner.
Dream ultimate quality fuel. Really important to ensure the consistency and quality of the fuel. It's great to have Indian Oil in as the official fuel partner for the next 3 seasons.
All eyes once again on JDT. Manager Stephen and Hafiz Sharin. Number 1 priority, get some points on the board, finish a race. Number 2 priority, be competitive. Number 3, win. Or have I got them the wrong way round?
I think you read the team orders correctly, Des. You were right.
Okay, 13 laps of the circuit. Race 2 of the season. Nakarin off to a flying start, bike number 41. Hafiz Sharin also gets off to a good start, but it's 41 who will lead the way. And then he's undercut. He put too much power on that one, Chip Nakarin, and he has been taken out by Andy Farid Izdahar. Andy Farid is the man who takes the lead, and bike 55 just behind him, Hafiz Sharin. He's got off to a flying start as well.
Yeah, that was a blistering start for Nakarin, but he forgot to slow down enough for turn 1 and got all out of shape, and now he's found himself down in P5.
The BMWs also of Aslan Shah, Kamru Zaman and Marcus Reiterberger, who looked a little bit happier. They are also in the mix. There is Hafiz on the Ducati Panigale. Well, he's gone out very, very fast.
Yeah, Hafiz already got further than he did yesterday. Ducati working well.
Chip Nakarin took a place back and then again forgets to put the brakes on, but he's managed to hold on to that. And nice SDG, Yuki Cooney goes through into P2.
That was a determined, aggressive overtake. He can see the danger that Hafiz could get away at the front. Andy Farid is following him, and Chip Nakarin trying to get himself together, currently in P4.
It's been very ragged from Chip Nakarin, hasn't it? He got off to such a flying start, but as you say, forgot there was a turn at the end of that straight. 23, Andy Farid Izdahar, beaten on the last corner yesterday. Yuki Cooney looks on the inside, but it is the Ducati of Hafiz Sharin who takes it nice and tight, and it's Hafiz Sharin who leads going over the line at the end of lap number 1. And that is objective number 1 achieved for JDT.
Good, and the TKKR BMWs in P5 and 6 still very much in touch. Zakwan Zaidi further back, as he was yesterday. Around turn 3, second time of asking.
Aslan Shah Kamruzaman quick through sector 1, a 19.774, 3/10 quicker than the race leader. But Reiterberger has got ahead of Aslan Shah. Aslan, who came from somewhere this far behind, to win yesterday, you suspect today's race is going to be a little bit more difficult.
Got Hafiz in the mix as well, which we were robbed of yesterday, which makes this even more interesting.
Hafiz Sharam, but look at that, Yuki Cooney on the SDG Hard Pro machine, looking every bit the business. He's had half a season last year, and he's taken the inside line from Hafiz, just lost his way a little bit there, but wins and takes it back straight away. And behind them, Andy Farid Izdar is saying, go on, you two race, you two wear your tyres out.
The Nakarin seems to have recovered his composure.
And through lap number 2, as through lap number 1, it is going to be the Ducati of JDT Racing that leads the way. But we have got a genuine race on our hands, right the way down to Zakwan Zaidi, down in P7, 1.6 seconds. Even Minamoto's are within 2 seconds. And I tell you who's looking quietly capable is Marcus Reiterberger, the defending champion on bike number 28 on the BMW.
Yeah, I think you're right, Des. Marcus Reiterberger didn't come this far to pick up a couple of 6th places. I think you're going to see him come through very soon.
Still Hafiz hunkers down. Puts a little bit of distance between him and bike 23, which is Andy Faridistar from Indonesia. Up the hill, down into this turn 4, where you have to be brave, I think.
Ducati hasn't been the fastest on the straight yet. That honour lies with the Honda Asia Dream Racing with Astimo CBR 1000 RR of Andy Farid.
Further down, I can tell you, Kazma Daniels down in P10, Lachlan Epis in 11, Osama Murray and Tio Yujo, as expected, 12 and 13. They'll be looking to improve their personal race times, but we've got a genuine race on up at the front. Superbikes with this much competition, fabulous for the season ahead. Defending champion Marcus Reiterberger, P5 at the moment.
Yeah, he knows he's got time. He knows how to pace himself, Marcus Reiterberger. Supremely confident, cool-headed rider. And of course he's got yesterday's race winner and his teammate just behind him. So this is nothing like anywhere near done.
The wonderful sound of those engines as they go past the start-finish line. It is Hafiz who still leads the way. Yuki behind him. Shiv Nakarin has settled down a little bit after that frantic start, and then you've got the 2 BMWs behind.
Marcus is definitely in stalking mode behind them.
Behind them, Zakwan Zaidi's a little bit way down. He's in P7. Then we've got this little group of Pasowitz, Kazma Daniel and Lachlan Epis. 52 Pasowitz leading the way. Kazma Daniel, it's not really working out so far for Kazma this season.
And Yuki Cooney tries to get in front of the Ducati. They're going into turn 5, but Biz has taken it back. It's a really good start for the JDT Ducati.
And they were late getting the bike here. Didn't have an awful lot of time to prep. They worked late into the night last night. And so far, so good. Fastest time out on the circuit belongs to Andy Farid Izdahar, 302 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, those two Honda Asia Dream Racing machines just behind the front 2 are looking fairly settled. Yuki Cooney is not looking settled. He looks like he wants to take P1 away from Hafiz Sharin.
But he doesn't have the speed, does he? He's looked a couple of times, but not been able to execute.
Hafiz jumped out of turn 12 and advantage on the home straight. Cooney's should be quick. SDG, they do know how to put together a quick bike. The quickest bike on track is the one that's just slithered up inside Yuki Cooney, and Yuki Cooney has taken it back again.
Contact. Shoulder onto boot there. Yuki Cooney, Andy Farid Izdahar and Chip Nakarin as they battle away. That is just good news for Hafiz Sharin Abdullah ahead of them on the JDT Ducati.
See if Andy Farid can take up the chase. He led most of yesterday's race. He's got himself ahead of Yuki Cooney. Was Yuki Kuni holding proceedings up slightly? I don't think he was this time. Yesterday, yes. Was taking the fight to Hafiz.
That's Tsuchiro Minamoto, sorry. He's down in P8, but even Tsuchiro is only 2.3 seconds down on the race leader. Oh, going very, very wide there. That was Markus Reiterberger. That was an error of judgment from the German.
Yeah, that's a setback for him. His teammates now 2 places in front of him. And his title defence not looking too good. He's going to miss 1 or 2 races this season because of clashes with other commitments. Yuki Kuni gets shuffled back into 4th as they go through turn 12 again. Chip Nakarin
up to P3, Chip Nakarin, but Hafiz Sharin Abdullah has led from lap 1 through lap 5. This time the chase is led by Andi Farid Izdihar from Indonesia on a Honda Asia Dream racing with the Stamo.
If anybody can catch him, I would put my money on Andi Farid. So quick around here. There was a rider going wide there as camera panned around.
Switch back there as Yuki and Chip Nakarin, they continue to race. As they race, that allows Aslan Shah. He couldn't do it again, could he, Aslan? Surely not. Yesterday was such a remarkable performance from around about this distance out, about 7 laps out. That's when he started to make his move.
It was. If he can do it, he will. He's looking calm and fully in control and fast, Aslan Shah. He'll be doing the calculations to see if he can. So one big difference today, which is that Ducati. Farid is really getting after it now.
Some good racers out there. Aslan, a previous champion at the Superbikes. So 600. Hafiz Sharin, welcome back to the ARRC. Aslan, he's motivated by Hafiz coming back. In between them, the Indonesian, the Japanese and the Thai. Either side of the Malaysians. Hafiz still leads. He's been leading since lap 1. His lead is 2/10 clear of Andi Farid, 6/10 clear of Yuki Uni, 7/10 ahead of Nakarin, 1.2 seconds ahead of Aslan Shah Kamruzaman.
Be good if we saw an Aslan Shah fairy tale, but for me it is Andi Farid, the only rider out of all of these who's got the chance, and here he comes. He has a go into turn 3, but Hafiz will switch and chop back in front of him. Farid going alongside, keeping Hafiz wide. It's a gulp from one of the JDT team members there.
It certainly was. Their man is on the edge. We are approaching halfway of this 13-lap race. Hafiz Sharin Abdullah, JDT Racing, on their debut season. It's been tough so far. So far, so good in race number 2. Behind him, Yuki Kuni looks to have got his mojo back again. Aslan Shah Kamruzaman still only 1.2 seconds behind, but that BMW, that engine, has had to do an awful lot of work.
It has. It was his only engine for this weekend. His teammate, defending champion Markus Reiterberger, falling behind.
Right, some way behind Markus Reiterberger, 2.3 seconds off the pace. Now look at this, Hafiz Sharin really gets down very tight, very low to the tarmac there. Maybe a rehearsal there for how he's going to take that tight line onto the final corner, assuming he's in that same position come lap 13.
Yeah, that was literally a perfect line through turn 12 by Hafiz Sharin. He just had enough of a lead to do it. Andi Farid's going to have another go in this first sector where he's very fast. The sector where it really counts is the final one, of course. Different line for him this time. He's going to try and come back inside. Quite got the pace to do it.
Hasn't got the drive out either. Hafiz has got that wonderful ability to close the gate. P4 now for Aslan Shah. He couldn't do it, could he? Not twice in a row.
Come on, Aslan, and I mean that in
a perfectly neutral way.
In a neutral way, yeah, absolutely. So he takes a look at that Yuki Kuni, but we do like a good show.
We do indeed. He's back down to P5 though, Yuki Kuni. He doesn't want to play ball with Aslan Shah.
Yeah, Yuki Kuni more aggressive this time, and that is really good to see. These riders do about it. Fisherin hasn't been shaken at the front at all, despite the pressure from the bikes behind him, particularly Andy Farid.
Fisherin has been faultless so far. When he's been under pressure, he's responded. He seems to know the line. Again, he's got the real tight line coming into corner number 12, giving no opportunity for anybody to either get inside of him, just to push him out wide. And he's led through the finish line every single lap of the race. There are 5 laps to go. Hafiz is trying to lead from the front against some seriously fierce opposition.
Nakarina Tirapuvapat is having a more composed race than he did yesterday, and composed later in the race because he did have a bit of a ragged start today, but he things under control. Just pulling back off his teammate Andy Farid, continuing to harass Fisherin.
Straight line speed, Andy Farid has got an 8 kilometers per hour advantage over Hafiz, but that's the only time when Hafiz seems to be vulnerable. His lines are excellent so long as his machinery stays good. Hafiz, oh, there's a slight wobble there from Hafiz. He goes wide, and he goes, just as we're saying, he's been perfect. He makes his first mistake.
When you've got a rider of the quality of Andy Farid behind you, one wobble is all it needs. Let's see if the Malaysian legend can get it back. Nakarina having a look at the Ducati now.
Andy Farid is the heart. He's the new race leader. Now then, we were talking about the straight line speed of Andy Farid is that. And looking like Chip Nakarina looks through, tries to come into P2. It's another tight line from Hafiz Sharin. Aslan Shah is up into P4. What a race we have got. This is underbone quality at superbikes at 300 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, and I just wonder if the two Hondas can work together and put some pressure, distract Hafiz Sharin and let Andy Farid get away at the front. Let's see, but we have got Aslan Shah. He is coming up alongside Chip Nakarina and he's going to block him out at turn 3. Look at this.
Aslan Shah is through to P3 once again. That BMW, that Aslan Shah magic. He's got Hafiz in his sights, but look at this. Andy Farid Izdihar is there. It's similar to yesterday, apart from the formidable presence of Andy Farid Izdihar and that JDT Ducati in between them. Oh, this is building up beautifully. Oh, yes.
This is top quality racing. It's not the biggest field, but my goodness, look at the quality we've got in that front 5. And Zakwan Zaidi isn't in the party, and neither is the defending champion, Marcus Reiterberger.
Minamoto down in 8, Pasowitz in 9, Lateral Epis down in 10. There is plenty more to go, 3.5 laps to go. Andy Farid Izdihar leads the way. Now it's Hafiz putting pressure on Andy Farid. Hafiz saying, listen, I can make a mistake, you can make a mistake as well, if I put enough pressure on you. In the meantime, Aslan is lurking. Corner number 12 again. Once they come round here, it'll be 3 laps to go. Andy Farid is tight. Aslan is in close pursuit of Hafiz Sharin. 3 to go. Less than 15 kilometers.
Yep, Hafiz Sharin's got a lot on his mind at the moment. He just lost the lead. He wants to get it back, but he's got the glowering presence of Aslan Shah just behind him.
Hafiz is looking forward. He needs to look behind because the BMW is trying to force Hafiz out wide, and the BMW of Aslan Shah Kamrazama goes through. Can he hold it? The answer is no. They're side by side. He holds it eventually, but this could be Hafiz. He's got a toe. There's applause from TKKR, but Hafiz looks to get it back. Side by side, Hafiz and Aslan. This is mid-race. This is sensational.
They are literally wheel to wheel. Aslan Shah and Hafiz Sharin, and Chip Nakarina trying to get in on the act, but that was sheer willpower from Aslan Shah to keep that bike in line as they came out of turn 3. Hafiz is ahead into the technical section as those bikes flash past.
Chip Nakarina goes past Aslan Shah.
Given up by any means. He's on the back of Aslan Shah.
2.5 laps to go. In the meantime, Andy Faraday say, you lot race away behind me. It gives me just a little bit of breathing space when there is no air to breathe.
Yep, and Andy is good, despite his relative inexperience on superbikes. He's very good, looks very comfortable leading. 2 more laps to go, Des.
It's breathless stuff. Andy Faraday is the heart. Took advantage of the one mistake Hafiz Sharin has made all race. Oh, a moment there for Aslan Shah.
Aslan's tyres might be giving him some problems. Just falling back then. Corinne as he's consolidating P3. Maybe, but the tyres on that BMW have started to give up.
Everybody here chose medium. That is what was recommended by Dunlop. Andy Faraday is the heart. Eased out of a win yesterday on the final corner. He'll be looking to avoid history repeating itself. Hafiz Sharin, no matter the result today, it's a significant improvement for the JDT Ducati.
It is, absolutely. Especially after the disappointment of yesterday, but take that out, they have been making progress all weekend. Electrical gremlin gets you, you have to kind of shrug it off and come back, and that's exactly what the JDT team have done.
Chip Nakarin is in P3. He's barely warranted a mention because it's been so chaotic around him. Aslan Shah, I think his race is done because Marcus Reiterberger has got close to Aslan Shah, and the 2 BMWs are there, but that's a little bit further back. We come into the final lap of this classic 1000cc. Andy Faraday Izdahar has a lead of 0.6 of a second over Hafiz Sharin. Chip Nakarin is the man looking to pick up P2 if he can get past Hafiz Sharin. Hafiz desperate to hold on to P2.
Yeah, we know these Hondas are fast, and Chip Nakarin is giving Hafiz Sharin something to think about as they come up, but he's not close enough to challenge him into turn 3 on this final turnaround.
He's gone just a little bit wide, has the Ducati. Holds it on, does Hafiz. He's under pressure from Chip Nakarin. Andy Faraday, 303 kilometers top speed. Aslan Shah Kamruzaman has been overtaken by Marcus Reiterberger. Reiterberger up to P5. Cooney P4, Chip Nakarin, bike 41.3. Hafiz Sharin for JDT in P2, but Andy Faraday Izdahar leads the way.
Chip Nakarin is giving Hafiz Sharin a lot of trouble, and that is allowing Andy Faraday to get that daylight coming into the closing stages now. Into the final sector. Look at Chip Nakarin having a nibble.
Honda Asia Dream trying to make it a 1-2. Hafiz Sharin having to use all of his experience. We're coming into the final part of the last lap. Now then, Chip Nakarin has a look on the inside. Hafiz Sharin closes the gate. Hafiz will get P2, but look at this, it's a win of fabulous proportions. P2 goes to Hafiz. Hafiz has picked it by 0.03 of a second.
That was very difficult to judge, especially from the angle we were looking at it, Des, but it does look from the timing screen as though Hafiz has got it from Chip by 100th or so, but yeah, that should be a photo finish.
But Andy Faraday Izdahar has the win. That's a fabulous win for Andy Faraday Izdahar. Hafiz and Chip Nakarin photo finish for P2. Yuki Cooney 4, Aslan Shah 5, Zakwan 6, Reiterberger must have made a mistake late on 7, Minamoto 8, Epis 9, Kazma Daniel 10, Pasowit 11, Osama and Choyu Joe 12 and 13 respectively. But there is your winner, having been eased out on the last corner yesterday. That's a brilliant performance, Barry Russell.
It was a supreme performance by Andy Faraday Izdahar. Really pleased to see that. Just take another look. What are we looking at here? Final turn.
So that's the battle for P2 behind them. Andy Faraday takes it behind them.
Just looks as though Chip's got the momentum, but no. I think that is just about Hafiz. Oh, this is, as you said, Des, and you were right, it's like underbone stuff.
Brilliant, brilliant work. Firstly, congratulations to Andy Faraday Izdahar. but also celebrations. And the Johor flag, that's the state flag, for Hafiz Sharin Abdullah.
Yep, debut weekend. Hafiz can be happy with that, particularly after the mechanical gremlins of yesterday. And for his first weekend in ASB 1000, Chip Nakarin can be happy with that podium finish.
Confirmation of the result. Winner by 0.7 of a second, Andy Farid Izdihar. Superb race by the Indonesian Honda Asia Dream Racing with Astemo. Hafiz Sharin Abdullah for JDT Racing Team on the Ducati. He is just 300ths clear of Chip Nakarin for P3. Yuki Kuni, SDG Hawk Pro, 2 seconds down. Aslan Shah Kamruzaman, what a weekend for him. 4 seconds down. At one stage, he looked like he was threatening for the lead here. Zakwan Zaidi gets ahead of Marcus Reiterberger for P6. Reiterberger P7, 5.6 seconds down. Minamoto still learning with the Yamaha Techni Racing Team Asia. He is in P8. Lachlan Epis, good to see him completing races, getting laps under his belt for Evolution Sports Group on the BMW. Kazma Daniel, lots of work to do for the Yamaha Techni Racing Team with Kazma, but he is quality and the team are quality as well. But there, coming into the park for mate, is the man who is picked up. He was one corner away from a perfect weekend, Barry.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant work from Andy Farid. He was under so much pressure there. He showed his quality and he showed his growth too. We saw this last year, him responding well to pressure. Before that, even in his championship winning season in AP250s, we saw him make mistakes under pressure, but it hasn't happened since then. He is the complete package now, Andy Farid Izdihar, and he is the race 2 winner. The final race of the day, the ASB 1000. Takes a breather, takes his gloves off and processes what he's just achieved. Be seeing a grin on the face of this rider when that Shui helmet comes off. Johor colours. Graphic designers at JDT done a good job with this team, let alone what they've done on the circuit. Hugs for Hafiz.
Well, they've done well. Of course they have. They worked hard into the night. There'll be some sleep taken tonight, I suspect, by some JDT engineers. There's the man who came through in P2. But Andy Farid Izdihar, he's not getting the love and TLC I think he deserves. There was so much going on behind him. We almost forgot that he actually won this one convincingly. He's 0.7 of a second clear by the end.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Brilliant performance under pressure. And a great response to the disappointment of yesterday when he was well and truly mugged by the brilliant Aslan Shah.
No tie winner today, so they're going home a little bit earlier. No tie national anthem, but being good crowds for today. Now let's get some reaction down from the park firmate, Daniel Bogers, the hard-working Daniel Bogers. He's got the number 321 from the ASB Superbikes 1000.
Down here at Park Fermi after the final race of the weekend here at the Chang International Circuit for round 1. Nakarin, that was a race on the limit. It was a push from you and you managed to get the podium, but what a photo finish that was in the end.
Yeah, the beginning is like last one. I changed medium tire for today because yesterday we have a problem about front, but today I fight a lot until the end. The top group going hard. I try to push in the limit and finally we can take in the podium. I'm happy.
Congratulations, Chip. A brilliant ride. Thank you. And now we're going to go to second place. Hafiz Sharin. Hafiz, it was an absolute journey for your team. Issues yesterday, issues this morning, and you managed to give us such a brilliant show, nearly fighting for the victory in the end still, but what a finish for the podium.
Yeah, I've been trying to push from the beginning because I know the race will be tough, and luckily we are finished in the last lap. If we have one more lap, we lose because we finish the fuel, because I pushed from beginning of the lap, from the out of the box because to check the bike. I didn't have time to try, and yeah, thank you very much to Luli Yang Mak Mulia Tuanku, Kota Johor. Is TMJ is my boss. Without you, I'm not here. I'm almost decide to not race in my life. So yeah, this podium has started our plan, our project. We will bring bigger JDT in the world. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hafiz. We can't wait to see it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now we head to the race winner. Aboard the Honda, none other than Andy Farid Izdihar. Andy, you rode a fantastic ride once again. The win was coming and you really brought the wind with the win. It was a really commanding last lap as well. You managed to keep the gap away and you finished fantastically. How was it?
Yeah, it was an amazing race, fantastic. I was trying to go front from the beginning, but I was a bit struggling with the front tire, and I just little bit wait the right moment, and then I try my best, and also this win is for yesterday fault because last night I couldn't sleep well. This morning I wake up so early and I need to rest. I need to win this. So this is thank you for Honda Asia Dream Racing. All the hard work. This is for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Congratulations.
Looking back at a epic ARRC ASB 1000 Superbike race 2 of 12 of the season. Chip Nakarim on pole, getting off to a fast start, but couldn't control it on the first lap, and that would be the start of a very untidy first couple of laps for Chip Nakarim. What it meant was that Andy Farid Izdihar, or Andy Gilang as he's often known, he and Hafiz Sharin Abdullah at the front could go on and have a fabulous scrap, Barry Russell.
Yeah, they did. It was really good stuff from Hafiz Sharin after yesterday's disappointment. Andy Farid never let it go, and early on we saw Yuki Kuni pushing Hafiz really hard as well.
Yuki Kuni for the SDG team. Yeah, he really had a pop at Hafiz Sharin, but Hafiz led through lap 1, through lap 2, through lap 3, through lap 4, through lap 5. It looked like he was just about unbeatable, and at one stage he had quite a healthy lead, but he would make one mistake crucially just beyond the midway point of the race.
Yeah, and at this point, with approaching half distance, Chip Nakarin had regained his composure. That impressed me.
There's the mistake.
That's all it
is
took.
all it took.
That's it. That's what top class racing is all about. And Andy Farid didn't need Hafiz to send him a postcard to take advantage of that.
Then we thought Aslan Shah Kamrazaman could relive yesterday's heroics, and look at that. At one stage he got through to P2. He was able to hold on. That battle with Hafiz Sharin, that will live long in the memory, because they were side by side, former teammates together, literally dueling it out. But Aslan would drop back a little bit. Hafiz would go on, but he would be in a battle royale for P2 with Chip Nakarin.
Yeah, you're right. That was a fabulous Aslan Shah moment.
Back onto the final lap, and yeah, Chip Nakarin is putting pressure on Hafiz Sharin. By this time, Andy Farid Izdihar is already clear. We're wondering, can Chip Nakarin pinch P2 from Hafiz Sharin? The answer is no. Andy Farid, the pride of Sulawesi, takes it for Indonesia, and Hafiz has to be content with P2. And now it's all calm in Buriram, and the castle looks down upon us, and the tourists can take over.
Yeah, Khmer style castle there.
The colours of Buriram, we have been putting together the celebration of the motor racing, which regularly comes here with the marketing push to visit Napo, and the colours of Buriram. We've had a fashion show for you, we've had pop singers. Most importantly, we have had some top class dueling.
That podium on his inaugural weekend in ASB 1000 means a lot to Nakarin Atirapuvapat. He would have been disappointed with his P5 yesterday. As it turns out, he's collected some decent points, and Hafiz looks happy with that.
Andy Farid Izdihar, Andy Gilang. You forget he's still only 26. He's arguably got his best racing years still ahead of him, Barry Russell.
Yeah, I really do think he's the complete package. And before you ask me about my moments of the day, he is my rider of the day.
Okay, I won't ask you about your moments of the day.
I've got more.
And the Astro team under Asia Dream with Astemo have the prize, and we've got the national anthem of Indonesia. Indonesia Raya is celebrated, and some weekend that is as well for Andy Farid Izdihar. Remember Andy from the Dream Asia Dream Cup from about a decade ago.
Right.
He's been involved that long. That's maybe why we think he's a little bit more experienced than he is. Hafiz Sharin. He's celebrating, but he reckons there's more to come from that JDT team.
No doubt about that.
Prizes being handed out by Mr. Masanori Enomoto, Managing Director of IDEMITSU Lube Asia Pacific. Again, our thanks to him. Congratulations to Andy Farid. The team award to Honda Asia Dream with Astemo, handed out by Stefan Maki Karapie, FIM Asia President.
Congratulations.
Bang International Circuit once again has produced an excellent series of races. What a way to get the Asia Road Racing Championships 2024 up and running, the 27th competitive edition of the ARRC. Quickly, Barry Russell, moments of the day.
Well, I've already named Andy as my rider of the day, but a fantastic double win in Supersport 600 for Apiwap. I thought that Iki Hiyoshi gets my...
We're looking at the sunlight and one or two clouds, rain tomorrow we reckon, but in the championship, 45-point weekend for Andy Farid Izdihar, the pride of Sulawesi on Honda Asia Dream Racing with Astemo. He has got a 9-point lead from Aslan Shah Kamruzaman, who gave us one of the memories already of the season yesterday from TKKR BMW Racing Team. Chip Nakarin, 27 points for him. Zakon, 26 points alongside Yuki Kuni, even though neither were quite at their best. Hafiz Sharin on the board for JDT Racing Team. They'll be competitive this year now. Marcus Reiterberger for TKKR BMW Racing, the defending champion, found it tough this weekend. Soichiro Minamoto, the step up with Yamaha Techni Racing Team Asia. He's on 17, but what a great way to start the season. Calendar, we move on next to Zhuhai in China. That's on the 19th, 20th and 21st of April. And then we move on to Motegi, the Motability Resort for the first time in the ARRC in early June. And then we go to Patima Mandalika in Lombok in Chang International Circuit early in December. IDEMITSU FIM Asia Road Racing Championship. We love coming to wonderful Thailand.